Hi, welcome to the Middlebury Public Library's Spice of the Month Club. My name is Sarah and I'm the Public Services Librarian at the Middlebury Public Library. And I wanted to talk to you today about the spice turmeric, which is our spice this month. And then I'm going to show you how to make one of the recipes that you'll get in your packet this month. I'm going to make an heirloom tomato salad with turmeric yogurt. So the Spice of the Month Club is something we recently started doing, and every month you pick up a little packet that includes some recipes, some information about the spice, and then a little container with a bit of that spice in it. So this month we're doing turmeric, and so you will get this little packet. You can come to the library this week, April 12th through 17th, to pick it up. You don't need to have signed up beforehand. Just ask at the front desk for your spice kit. And this kit includes a little information sheet about turmeric. You'll also have some of our online resources about turmeric, and then a bunch of recipes that include turmeric. So we've got a combination of main dishes, vegetarian, we've got even a dessert and a drink in this one. So you might already know a little bit about turmeric, but it is very similar to ginger. It's a member of the ginger family, and it comes from Southeast Asia. The part of turmeric that you use in cooking is the root, which I wish that I had some actual fresh turmeric here to show you. I think it's maybe a little bit hard to get around here. You might be able to find it at some, Whole Foods, or kind of like an Asian grocery store might have it. I wasn't able to get my hands on it, but I do have the ground turmeric that you'll find in this spice kit. So turmeric is bright orange yellow, as you can see. It's really, really bright, and be careful when you cook because it can sometimes stain your cutting boards or your crockware or whatever you use. So just wash it right away, with soap and water. So turmeric has kind of a mild, warm, earthy taste. It's not super spicy, even though it's actually one of the main ingredients used in curry powder. It just kind of adds a nice depth to dishes, and it also adds a really cool color. It actually, the color is often used to add color to things like margarine, mustard. It often includes a bit of turmeric just to give it some extra color. And turmeric also has a lot of health benefits. You might have heard about this. So turmeric can be used for anti-inflammatory purposes, has a lot of positive anti-inflammatory benefits, and it can improve joint health, skin health, heart health, all kinds of things. It even has positive effects on brain-related disease and stress. And some people say that it can help you with weight loss. So a lot of people actually take turmeric supplements. So if you're interested, talk to your doctor about that. But you can also get all of the health benefits just from adding a lot of turmeric to your cooking. So today I wanted to show you how to make a pretty quick and easy recipe with turmeric. And so we are going to make this tomato salad and with turmeric yogurt. And so I have all the ingredients here, and we're just going to run through it together. Okay, so this is the recipe. You'll find it in your packet. I'm going to make a slightly modified version of this, but feel free to, stick with the original as well. So what you'll need is garlic, a bunch of chives, tarragon, it says, but tarragon is expensive and a little bit hard to find, so I'm going to omit it. It probably would be better with tarragon, but we're not too fancy around here, so we'll keep it simple. And then Greek yogurt. So I like this Aldi brand. It's cheap. White wine vinegar, it says. I only have red wine vinegar, so I'm sticking with that. Some salt, some black pepper, some neutral oil. I really like olive oil, so I'm going to add olive oil to mine. And then, of course, turmeric, which you've got in your little packet. Cumin seeds. I'm actually just going to use a cumin powder that I have. Salt. And then heirloom tomatoes, which it's not really heirloom tomato season, so I just got like some really nice, juicy, ripe tomatoes at the grocery store. And cherry tomatoes, which I love. So I got some of those. Okay, so the first thing is to make the dressing. So it says place the garlic, chives, tarragon, yogurt, and vinegar in a blender and blend until smooth. So starting with the garlic, I'm going to just chop up all of this stuff and I'll put it in the blender and get back to you in a minute. Okay, so we're making the dressing still. So I put all the ingredients I asked for in this little food processor that I have. So in here I've got the garlic, the chives, the yogurt, and the vinegar. And just an FYI, I actually found these chives out in the woods. There's a whole bunch of wild chives that are in season right now. So if you don't want to go to the grocery store and buy chives, you can probably, just like go for a walk and find them. Make sure that they are actually chives. If you break it and smell it, it smells like oniony. And if you taste a tiny bit, it tastes, like kind of garlicky or onion flavored. But they're everywhere right now. They kind of look like grass. But yeah, you can find these in the woods. So, okay, continuing with the recipe, I'm going to blend all of this up and then I'm going to add the oil. Okay, so I blended up all those things and it made this really nice kind of green dressing. It looks like not all the chives got completely blended up, but that's okay. I kind of like, little chunks of chive in there. It's nice and oily. It looks like it's going to be really delicious and fresh tasting. So the next thing in the recipe is to assemble the salad, it says. So I'm going to mix the yogurt, the turmeric, the cumin, and the salt into a small bowl that I have here. And, okay, I'm not going exactly by the recipe. I'm a little bit of a rebel when it comes to amounts, but, I'm going to dump a good bit of yogurt in there. And then it says a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm kind of halving this recipe. So I'm just going to put like a little half teaspoon in there. Ooh, it's such a nice bright color. And then some cumin and a little bit of salt. I've actually never made this recipe before, so we will see how this turns out. I think it sounds really interesting. I love yogurt, and it sounds like a nice, fresh salad. It is healthy, but also delicious. So I'm just going to mix this together, and look at how that color comes through. Super pretty. Okay. So once that's nice and mixed, you can kind of see it there. Then the recipe says to divide it into 4 plates. So I guess that's if you're kind of putting it on people's plates for them. I don't know. I might not do it that way. I'm going to get the tomatoes cut and then I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I have the tomatoes chopped up here. It said to chop the tomatoes pretty coarsely, so I did kind of big chunks like that, and then you just half the cherry tomatoes like that. So once that's done, you're going to drizzle some of the salad dressing on. So let's do a little bit of that. And then kind of mix that together. Toss it to combine. So it's got it's hard to see, but it has some really nice little flecks of the chives in there. And tomatoes themselves produce so much juice, so it's, a little bit watery especially with that dressing in there, which is kind of nice. All right, so I also have the plate with the yogurt laid out on it, like that. And now the recipe says to just put some of the tomatoes right on top of that yogurt. And I guess that is how it's served. So, once you got like a nice amount of tomatoes on top of there, it looks kind of classy, you know? It's like tomatoes on a bed of yogurt, turmeric yogurt. And the yogurt has that nice kind of orange-yellow color. It's hard to see, I don't want to dump this out. And then the tomatoes are like bright red, so it's a really colorful, bright dish, and I think it's going to taste pretty good. So let me try it. Yeah, that's tasty. It's like really fresh, acidic. The yogurt and the tomato go really well together. And then I can definitely taste the turmeric in there and the cumin. You know, it adds a little something. It gives it kind of a unique flavor. So that was a really good recipe. I'd definitely do that again. I forgot to tell you guys where this recipe came from. It came from a food blog that I really like called The Kitchen. So you can find this recipe and other ones from The Kitchen online. I also, just for curiosity's sake, wanted to know how much it would cost to make this. So I kind of broke it down and looked at how much each of the ingredients would cost. And if you make a full recipe, by my estimates, it probably costs about $6.50. So it's, you know, it's not that expensive of a salad if you're sharing it among multiple people. The original recipe makes 4 servings, so, you know, that's good for a family. Even if your kids are kind of picky eaters and don't like tomatoes or think it's kind of weird, we have some other recipes in the spice kit this month that might be better for kids. So check out those other recipes. Some of those might be better for you. But this is really tasty. I'd definitely do it again. And the only other thing I think I wanted to mention was that, you know, we have this spice kit this month and we have all kinds of information about turmeric and the little containers of turmeric that you get with it. But we also have a whole bunch of resources in our collection about cooking and cooking with spices, and cooking with turmeric. So I put in the spice kit a little bit of information of other kind of cookbooks you can find at the library that might include turmeric. So happy cooking. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to come to the library this week and pick up your spice kit. You have until next Saturday, April 17th. So you can come in whenever the library is open, just ask at the front desk, and we'll give you a spice kit. It's completely free. Why not? All right, we'll see you next month then.